Breaking news, Lekki shooting. US reports an attempt to cover up the brutal killing. Falana tells the US and tells Nigerians, we are all privy to what happened on the 20th of October 2020. That day remains a significant day where Nigerian government opened fire on unarmed youths who came out, and all they are crying and asking for is a better government. You cannot sit back and kill your people and expect you will go scot-free. Somehow, someday, they will pay for it. And the truth will be known. The BBC gave a serious narrative analyzing what really happened, that indeed Nigerian government used what we call life ammunition. And during that period when this all happened, we know that the US were seriously involved in what we call politics, where Donald Trump and the president of the country, Joe Biden, were battling it out who to become the president of the country. So the US paid little or no attention to what was going on in Nigeria, despite the stage of oppression. Anyway, now that he's been sworn in and has been a few weeks, going to a few months now, close to 2 months now in office, they've come up to say that they don't have any evidence to show that Nigerian government attempted to kill her citizen. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Lekki shooting. US report attempt to cover up brutal killing in Nigeria. Falana. Human rights activist Femi Falana has accused the United States of attempting to cover up the brutal killing of the Lekki toll gate during the NSAS protest last year. The US had, in a report, faulted mass killing at the toll gate by the Nigerian army, saying that reports on the incidents were contradictory. Falana, in a statement on Friday, said the report has attempted to cover up the brutal killing at Lekki and other parts of Lagos from October the 20th to October 27, 2020. It is very contradictory report. On the one hand, the report claimed that the members of the security forces will enforce curfew by firing into the air to disperse protesters at the toll gates. On the other hand, the report stated that some protesters had turned violent after criminal elements filtrated into them, so that the security forces forcefully fired protesters at the Lekki toll gate. The report did not mention the dispatchment of the Nigerian army, which penetrated and caused the mayhem. Do soldiers shoot into the air to enforce curfew in the United Kingdom and the United States? Falana said the media should stop treating Nigerians like colonial subjects by celebrating a foreign report that is subjective to the rule of law in Nigeria. He added, how can the United States government be allowed to treat the proceedings before a proper constitutional judiciary panel of inquiry so contemptible? The report is prejudiciary in every material, particularly gathered on that day. It should be ignored by the judiciary panel, and it is designed to attempt to hide up evidences being adopted by the survivor of the barbaric attack. The report did not acknowledge the Nigerian army, which intentionally denied that soldiers were present at the Lekki toll gate, later turned around to admit that they were there but fired only blank bullets. The Americans should update the reports by explaining how casualties and amputees were recorded when soldiers can only shoot into the air. Fortunately, more credible reports on the Lekki toll gate complain why the progressive media outfits in Nigeria, including The Punch, The Nation, Sahara Reporters, and Preliminary Times, have been published. To their credible, these media bodies have published detailed stories on the killing. According to Falana, apart from the confirmation of the cold murder of two people by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, a senior surgeon from the Reddington Hospital has given evidences of the protesters were treated with gunshot wounds. Is the United States government not aware of the fact that some amputees who lost their legs as a result of the shooting have appeared before the Lagos Judiciary Panel of Inquiry following the dumping of scores of corpses from October the 20th to 27, 2020, did the Lagos State government not invite people whose family members were missing to identify the corpse at the Lagos mortuary? Did the Alliance on Survivor COVID-19 and Beyond not disclose that there were 98 corpse dumps into the mortuary? From the information at our diaspora, 3 of these corpses have been traced to the Lekki. I also know a lady who disclosed that her adopted son died of gunshot at Lekki toll gate. My law firm has taken up the case of a 28-year-old lady whose colleague at the Lekki toll gate with head injury and later died at the Lagos hospital, he added. FALANA stated that the names of the casualties and appetites would be revealed at the appropriate time, saying that even President Muhammadu Buhari told the meeting of former leaders that 69 people, including 51 civilians, 11 police officers, and 7 soldiers, had been killed during the unrest. He said the president did not say if the figures include the protesters allegedly killed by the Nigerian army in Lagos. The United States report probed the breakdown on the official figures. So why should I rely on the very unreliable reports compiled in Washington on a genocide attack on armed protesters by soldiers from the barrack who were illegally deployed by the immediate past chief of armed staff to come and attack young Nigerian youths? So what the United States has done is not right. You sit in Washington, I don't know who gave you your figures, and you just come up and say this did not happen, this happened, this happened, and just draw your lines. No. Even Buhari admitted that this number of people died. I think they did not even put into cognizance that the Nigerian army, the whole lies back and forth. And this is rather very sad, how cover-up goes on and nobody says anything. It is sad that, Nigerians are being treated like they are no people. It is really sad. It is very, very sad. And that's why we all, with one voice, with one accord, must not keep speaking out for what is wrong in our society. We must lend our voices and make sure that we are heard, because oppression is a simple tactics that the enemy used to keep a man silenced. And we will not allow it. So guys, leave us a comment. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.